Hey everybody, it's Friday, it's the weekend, and last weekend was a long weekend. It's a short week here, and can you believe Friday's here on us already? I've seen plenty of travelers heading north and heading out of town already, loaded up with kayaks and trailers, motorcycles. It's a beautiful day. A lot of things going on this weekend. Last weekend, 4 people lost their lives. 2 of them off-road, 2 of them on the highway, and distracted, inattentive, and aggressive driving were all contributing factors in those collisions and investigations. We had a driver just a couple nights ago going 228 kilometers per hour. Apparently he was going to visit his mother in the hospital. Well, fortunately, he didn't put anybody else in the hospital for driving those kinds of speeds, or more likely putting someone else in the morgue. Unbelievable speeds. We charged over about 5,000 people with speeding related or aggressive driving offenses over that weekend alone. 148 of them, I think, were because of street racing and stunt driving. This 228 guy, that was just on Thursday, so that wasn't even part of these numbers. But do you know that we actually impound and suspend about 7 or 8 drivers every single day, just here in Toronto in the GTA, every single day because of street racing and stunt driving. You will get an automatic license suspension for 7 days. You will get an automatic vehicle impound for 7 days. And at the end of that, you have to go back and pick up your car, pay the impound fees, and then go get your license reinstated as well so that you can drive again. Hopefully you can still drive even after your insurance company has reassessed your premiums, because you are putting yourself and everybody else on the highways at risk. I'm watching traffic going by me right now. I see 2 boats pulling boats getting pulled by vehicles. I see some campers. I see commercial trucks. I've seen plenty of motorcycles. Lots of different drivers out there of all skill levels. If you can do one thing for me, share the road. Driving is an active activity. I'm not driving right now, but when you are driving, your hands are on the wheel, you're looking where you're going, and if you're in the left lane, you're passing somebody. And if you're not passing somebody, please get out of that left lane. The left lane is for passing. Too many times we have people parking themselves in that left lane, doing whatever speed they may be going, and maybe they're actually speeding above the posted speed limit, but there's traffic stacked up behind them trying to get around because they want to go faster. Now, I'm not saying what's right or wrong, but if you're impeding traffic and you're not allowing for the smooth flow of traffic, you're part of the problem. Think about this. If you were driving and a car passes you on the right side, you're the one in the wrong lane. You need to get out of that lane. If you're on a multi-lane highway and a car passes you on the right, you got to move over. You got to get out of there because they are now passing on the inside. They're underpassing, and we shouldn't have that. We should have more active movement. You need to be using your mirrors, using your signals, and getting out of that left lane if you're not actually passing somebody. Just because you think there's a car 100 meters ahead, well, I'm going to pass that car eventually. Well, go back into the middle lane. If there's a car that wants to go faster, they'll go by you. You can come back again. Use your signals. And you know what? We have these things called necks, and you can turn your head to the left and to the right, and you shoulder check. You use your mirrors, and you are actively driving. We are not driving autonomous autopilot vehicles. They're out there, but you still need to be in the driver's seat, and you need to be driving safely. And you are the cause of road rage if you are sitting there blocking up traffic thinking that you are within your rights. Well, you're not, and you could be stopped. And I stopped the driver just yesterday for that exact offense. It is frustrating because there's all kinds of cars blocked up behind them. So there's my little rant about staying out of the left lane. Stunt driving, street racing, slow down. Speed limits are there for a reason, and we need to share the road. Commercial traffic, passenger traffic, pedestrians, bicyclists, motorcyclists, everything. So it's Friday. It's the weekend. There goes an RV. Someone's going up on a vacation, but right behind them is a whole bunch of tractor trailers and fuel tankers and cube vans and everything else that's going on. So was the driver... Do you know what? I stopped this driver twice. So I stopped this driver one time. He was in the left lane. I was behind him. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And he was probably doing about 110, and he wouldn't move over. I was behind him, and so finally I came up beside him as if I was underpassing him, but I went up beside him to look at him. Usually what I'll do is I'll wave them over, tell them to open their eyes, and I'll watch them move into the middle lane. But what did I see instead? Is this guy here on this phone looking at his phone up and down. He wasn't paying attention to anything. So I promptly stopped him, had a nice discussion with him, tried to educate him on why I was stopping him, and after I was done, I let him go. He was on his way, and I waited for about a minute and a half, and I left behind him. And I'm driving along, and I didn't see the truck again for about 5 kilometers. And all of a sudden, up ahead of me, I see a whole gaggle of cars lined up and stacked up in the left lane. Like, oh, okay, well, someone's blocking traffic again. And I go up, and I see that same green and yellow pickup truck in the left lane. And I stopped him again, and I had a much more animated conversation with him and explained to him and asked him why he was in the left lane. The kid was 18 years old. He had a driver's license for 4 months, and he was completely oblivious to the fact that he should not be in the left lane if he's not actually passing somebody. I'm frustrated, but it's more commonplace than that, and we see it all the time. So again, sorry, my rant keeps going. Going 95 in the left lane, absolutely frustrating. But now keep in mind, we have construction zones. In some places, there's 80 kilometer per hour speed limits as well. So hey, from Peterborough and Sargent in Ottawa, thanks for listening in here. If you got comments or questions, here, let's see what happens here. Maybe someone wants to join. I think we can do this as well. I'm not sure if this works at all or not. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I think I just lost you. Done. So, anyways, the driver was blocking everyone. Yes, they were. So that's my thing. Let's share the road. Let's look at traffic. There's traffic moving along. We got cars, we got trucks, and who do we have coming up? I'm sure we got a bunch of travelers and vacationers going on there as well. I see a car pulled over on the other side there. Yeah, you see me once in a while. So anyways, I'll be updating you on things that are happening on the highways and how you can avoid problems. But more importantly, you can avoid problems yourselves by being active in your activities and in your driving and being alert and attentive and aware of your surroundings. I got 3 mirrors on my vehicle right now that I can see clearly behind me. And you need to be using them, scanning forward, scanning to the left and to the right, scanning behind you all the time. Please do that. 355 people were charged with failing to slow down, move over this past weekend as well. And again, we've had 5 officers die in the line of duty. We had an officer, Pyra, speaking about an occurrence where he was struck. He wasn't killed, but he is now working the desk. He is no longer what he envisioned himself in his career as a law enforcement police officer to be doing. He's sitting at a desk doing administrative work as opposed to doing police. Well, no, sorry, it is police work, but not doing frontline patrol police work in a patrol vehicle on the highways. And that's what he thought he'd be doing. And he's not, because some driver failed to slow down and did not move over and slammed into the back of his police vehicle while he was on the side of the road in his office, in his space, kind of in a location where I am right now. And I'm on a big wide shoulder, but again, if someone's not paying attention, they could slam into the back of me, and that'd be it. So, I hope you have a good weekend. I'm going to sign off for now. If you get any comments, questions, put them on the comments here. I'm sorry if I can't get back to all the comments and questions. There's so many things coming through here. I'm trying, but there's a lot. But anyways, please know that I do read most of them, and I try to respond to as many as I can. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Stay good. Be safe out there. Drive safe. And love life.